Texas. The Trailblazer Poker Tour is coming to Texas Card House Houston from February 26th through March 10th. 10 big events, including the $100,000 guaranteed multi-flight and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. This is your second to last stop to rack up points in the Trailblazer Points Championship. First place wins a Chevy Trailblazer SUV. More details at texascardhouse.com.
We're going to trim down 4 color.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Texas Card House Dallas. This is TCH Live, and tonight we've got the final table of the even bigger one coming at you right here from Dallas. I myself, RJ Dupree, with my partner Eric Van Loosen. What's up, Eric?
Not a whole lot. Another exciting big tournament. We crushed the prize pool. Some familiar faces on our final table. And one TCH employee we're excited about in our 8th seat. So a lot to play for. $68,000 up top. We're about to get to the action. Wanted to leave you guys with something that's pretty important to us, to give a quick shout out and a tribute to somebody that we lost yesterday, dear to our hearts, a great person in the poker community and really in the world. If you knew Mark Toulouse, you loved Mark.
Right.
Everybody that knew the guy loved the guy. So if you guys want to say a quick prayer, or if you're just now hearing about it, we did lose Mark yesterday. And there's an awesome picture of him doing what he loves, playing poker. Was a PhD, you know, we called him Doc, you know, we called him Mark T, we called him a lot of things, and often we called him Champion because he was crushing tournaments here at TCH, and really sad to see him go. Just a great man. So hugs and love for everybody that loved Mark. It was a tough day yesterday, but we're going to get to this tournament, and you know, hopefully some great action in spirit of Mr. Mark. God bless everybody.
The absolute member of the TCH Live family. He's been on numerous final tables and made many appearances here on TCH Live. Everybody knew him in the room, and lots of love. Special thoughts and prayers to all involved.
Amen.
All right, just like that, we are underway here at this final table. Lines are going to start 80,000, 160,000. We will have that 160,000 big blind ante. Yeah, a lot of good mentions coming in the chat for Mr. Mark. And yeah, he touched a lot of lives, obviously being an educator his whole life and a college professor. And then through his retirement years, really enjoyed making final tables at not just TCH Live, but at tournaments across the country, and of course he will be missed.
All right, got a lot of y'all joining us already, rooting on our 8-seat Josh. Let us know who else you're rooting on. Maybe you're rooting against somebody that busted you.
Yeah, there's a good look at those chip stacks right there. It looks like the big stacks are going to be in the 6 and the 1 coming in. The shorter stacks coming in at seat 3 and seat 5. Eric there, he's below 3 million as well, so nobody in crazy danger, but looks like seat 3 there, he's got about 11 blinds, so he'll be looking to move pretty quick. Of course, Joshua here, one of the fan favorites.
Nice to start off with a pretty AK.
Under the gun with Ace King, he'll raise it up, 350,000 to go. And since I've been to Dallas, Josh and I became friends, so it is definitely kind of fun to see him here at this final table. And he and I have spoken a little bit of poker psychology and the mentality that is this crazy game. And so it's been a lot of fun to visit with him and see him crack this final table here tonight. And I'll be rooting him on a little bit.
All right, well, one more note. We got our 9-seat there, Justin, who is no stranger to our final tables as well.
Absolutely.
Justin wanted me to give a shout out to his father, Richard, who he said loves watching our stream.
What's up, Richard?
It is Richard's birthday today, so happy birthday, Richard Atkins.
Absolutely. Happy birthday,
I know you're rooting
Richard.
on your son there in the 9-seat to take down this tournament.
Yeah, Justin, another one of my favorites. He and I talk sports all the time, so, you know.
Fun guy, unless you're, you know, unless he's sitting on your left, then that's not too fun.
It's good to have sports talking buddies at the table, so yeah. All right, hand number 3 here. We're over to the cutoff. Got some rags here going around the table. And the button does not have rags. Little S going to wake up with queens.
2 big Qs. Scoop, 2524. He's going by tonight. We know him by Suju sometimes, but going by Scoop in our 7th seat.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the stacks, but we didn't introduce the players too much. Number one, the 1 seat is going to be Colby. The 2 seat Eric. 3 seat will be Abraham.
Yeah.
4 seat Mr. Tracy. 5 seat. Where's the 5? Marshall.
Marshall in the 5. That's right.
There we go.
Yeah, Abraham plays lots of tourneys.
Little less in the 6.
Played a
Scoop
lot.
over there in the 7.
Played a lot with Mr. Abraham.
Joshua and Justin rounding out the 8 and 9. Here we go, hand number 4. Now Abraham finds himself with a pair of queens.
Queens are popular.
Yeah, and a special guest here from Mr. Mitch going to drop in and say hello. After this hand here, I'll get off here and you guys can visit here a moment. Abraham's going to raise it up pretty hefty here, 360,000 there from the +2. Little S in the cutoff. He wants to make the call. Joshua in the small blind here, ace-jack offsuit.
A little surprising to see that Queen 10 come along. Joshua's come along. Nice hand there. Lines are big though, 80,000, 160, 160. So Justin's getting a good price here. He says, "Why not?"
All right.
Don't think my opponents are holding my 2 cards here.
Let's go to a flop 4 ways here. Monster pot here in hand number 4, 6, 7, 9, 2 spades. Good flop here for the queens, a little bit connected.
Abraham is going to just rip it in there, shorter stack.
He's in there, 1.5 million. That scary little connected board really whiffed a lot of people. Justin does have a pair. He'll let it go. He's in the muck.
He is going to take it down. Well, real quick, good old blast from the past. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mitch, Mitchapalooza.
What's happening? What's happening?
Mitch is one of the guys that helped me get a shot to come in here and do some commentating. But we talked yesterday, and we mentioned at the start of this show as well that we did lose our dear friend Mark, and wanted you to be able to come in here because Mark had been in the booth with you a couple times. So
yeah, it was shocking, sad news, and I felt I had to come over here, and at least say something. Mark was a great guy. I'm assuming you guys talked a little bit when we first started.
Yeah, just let everybody know that we lost a great person yesterday, and that he's in our prayers and our family's prayers. But just a heck of a poker player, and what a staple in our room. And it's going to be weird not having him around.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everybody making a final table. It's a little heavy on him, because
right.
I mean, he was going deep into the tournament and busted out 28. It was. Yeah, my daughter told me she saw your post on Facebook. You were at the table with him?
Yeah,
brutal,
yeah.
man.
It really was a sad deal. And again, he was probably going to make a deep run, and he finished 27th. And God bless. We're going to make sure that the family gets the money. But we'll get to this hand real quick.
Yeah,
but we're going to keep talking about Mark throughout the night because he does mean a lot to us here. And everybody's loving having you back in here, Mitch. Too. So.
That's great.
Awesome.
Great to see that. A blast for the past. Is that what you called me? Oh man,
it's been a minute, baby.
Yeah, I like to see a couple of regulars here. Abraham, always like seeing Abraham. He's such a nice guy, nice guy.
I used to play a lot of those dailies with him, and he's a fun guy to play with.
I'm telling you, yeah. Quiet but funny, he'll get a conversation going.
Marshall really putting Scoop to the test there at the ace-5. That popular cash game hand that everybody loves so much, but he's risking his whole tournament life with it, and he gets everybody to fold. Nice hand there. Of course, you're familiar with our dealer here, Miss Brittany.
Yeah, good to see her back in the box. Always good. But yeah, I did want to come in and guys, how you doing, Hammer? How you guys doing? I did want to come in and talk a little bit about Mark. And I don't want to take anything away from the game tonight, but Mark, and for those who aren't regulars here, Mark did mean the world to everybody here.
Absolutely.
When you said that, and he's such a great player. when you sat down at the table and Mark was playing, you knew he was the better player.
100%.
You know, he was. It was. I talked a lot. I learned a lot.
He's always teaching. Yeah,
I
always
learned
teaching.
a lot. You know, one of the few as I've gotten older, one of the few people that I do. I talk with I talk with everybody, Eric. You know, and anybody who knows me know I talk to everybody. But a lot of times talking to Mark and always wanted to teach. I did learn a lot from a lot of the guys here. Mark was one of them.
Yeah.
And it was a blow when I heard what happened yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, so yeah, definitely wanted to come in, pay my respects, and I know everybody at the table is that Josh?
That's
Is that
Josh.
Josh?
Yeah, we got TCH's own Josh over there in the 8th seat.
I didn't know. I did look and I did see Abraham, but I didn't take notice of Josh.
We got Omar Niemer joining us. I believe that's the same Omar that knocked me out of the tournament, you sucker.
Yeah.
But nice run for you, Omar, and absolutely RIP to Mark. What are some good memories that you have about Mark, just besides specific hands or anything? I mean, just what about him stuck out so much to you, besides the beautiful head of hair that we all wish we had?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, first of all, the last time we played against each other was the seniors event.
Okay.
And he knocked me out. He knocked me out of the seniors event. I had pocket sevens. I flopped a set, but the flop was all clubs, and he had flopped a flush. And unfortunately, the dealer didn't help me out pairing the board.
That was all she wrote for Mitch, huh?
But I'll get to another one here. Let's see what the hand. Okay, fives and deuces.
Fives and deuces.
I did the live stream for the tournaments, and he's a tournament guy, and I did it for a little over 2 years. And a lot of people wanted to come in. I love bringing players in, and a lot of them wanted to come in. Mark never asked me, and I saw him crushing it, and I went up and I asked him. I said, "Hey, you want to do the live stream?" And it's like the smile that came across his face. It's like he was waiting for it. It's like it looked at me like, it's about time you're asking me.
Yeah.
And it was very cool. I think we had him in here twice, but definitely made my night easier going through.
He's such a well-spoken and well-educated guy. Obviously, we talked about his religious studies doctorate that he had. He was a professor and a dean, and just all these things. Just an awesome person. So it was a pleasure playing with him, and you always felt like you learned something just having a conversation with him. You're always learning when you're around Mark. So he is going to be missed, and we feel like he's going to be with us in spirit tonight for this tournament. There was a darn good chance he was going to be here at the final table had things gone a different direction. So thank you everybody for kind of listening to us, and keep his family and all the TCH family as well, because we kind of considered him family. So keep us all in your thoughts and prayers, and we're going to get through this together. But it was a great indicator again of how close we really are as a community here.
Yeah, and I appreciate you and RJ letting me come in and have a couple of. I
knew you had to come in
dude,
here.
I'm sure there's a line of people out there would love to come in here and say something about Mark. Let me get to this hand here. Someone has a queen, I saw.
Our boy Josh over there does have the queen.
Yeah.
Board's getting a little scary with the clubs.
Yeah, the clubs there.
Tracy not getting out of line with his fives. All right, Josh is going to hand-over-mouth university, they call it.
Yeah. It's something that the young guys do that. You don't see the old guys do that. The old guy the old guys are like, well, it's time for me to go home as they go all. That doesn't seem to work anymore against the young guys. But yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people listening who don't know, they know that the poker community is very tight-knit. Especially we're in the town, but nationwide. I could go to Atlantic City, run into people I know in the poker rooms out there. But here in Dallas, it's awesome, but it's even more so with the tournament players,
right?
Because if you play cash, regular cash players,
people come and go.
You go in today, and you can play with a guy that you played with last week. But the tournaments are the same time every day. They know they're going to meet up. A lot of guys, go out and have breakfast before they come and play Saturday.
Probably 75% of the people play regularly together.
Yeah, so playing the tournament, the poker community is already tight, but the tournament players are even tighter. And tournament players they know what I'm talking about, and that's where Mark was one of the top. He was one of the top guys. And yeah, I just felt like I had to get in here and say a little something because he did mean a lot to everybody,
So
to
many
me,
of
to
us, yeah.
everybody. Looks like Marshall's got a decent hand here.
Marshall's waking up with some nice ones to start out. He's going to keep putting some money in. Got the ace-queen suited this time. Kind of avoided resistance. And looks like he's going to avoid it again probably, unless Tracy has some history with that 8-6. There you go. Here's another Mark story as Marshall's going to take that one down. Michael H. saying that Mark knocked him out on my first bullet of day one with a straight flush versus his top two on the turn. The man was a humble crusher at the table. And that is great to talk about because I spent a lot of time at the table yesterday with Mark, and we talked about, you know, basketball. We were watching, you know, TCU's women's together because I went to school there. He taught there. But he was rooting me on. He was giving me a fist bump every time I won a hand, and he was like, hey, who's going to do the commentary when you make the final table? You know, and I said, you know what? That's a great question. And I said, maybe you'll have to go in there and commentate if you don't make it, you know. But he just roots everybody on. And so great story there, Michael. Humble man indeed.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to come in. RJ's back, so I'm going to step on that. But, you know, before I do, you know, Mark was awesome. But the poker, the game that we love, poker, brings us all together. Everybody has their own, you know, place that they go in life, but poker brought us all together. TCH, Victor Leone, Texas at poker, it brings us all together, and you know, we were happy to be able to get to know Mark through poker, and you know, it's just keep playing, and good luck to everybody tonight, guys.
Say hello once again to our boy Mitch Lloyd.
Back in the booth.
Back in the booth. Yeah, we miss you, buddy. Cool. And obviously we still see you around the room. God bless you.
I'll go out and play some. You know, maybe
go crush it.
Maybe I'll take some down. All right.
All right. In the spirit of Mark.
Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. See you, Mitch.
Here comes RJ back.
Thank you, buddy. All right, hand number 10. Scoop's going to wake up with a nice ace-10 of clubs under the gun. After a nice little run we've had with the ladies on the table, you know, no ladies tonight minus our lovely dealer, Miss Brittany. She's already dealing some heat, though. Little S waking up with the tanks just as Mitch is leaving. That's his favorite pocket pair. Of course, he likes them the same color, or suited, he likes to say.
Tough to get those suited 10s.
Tough to get those suited 10s. Might have to call the floor. But there you go. Little S going to take that one down. Scoop making a nice fold there. Ace-10 of clubs looks pretty, but facing a big $2-point-something million all-in, shrivel up real quick.
So little S building up, 13.7 million now.
Blinds still at 80,000, 60 or 160, 160.
80, 160, the tricky one.
Yeah, these are 40-minute levels, so we'll be at this level for a hot minute here. Thank you all again for tuning in. We've got over 300 people watching across all of our live streaming platforms: Kick, Twitch, X, Facebook, and of course the almighty YouTubes. Make sure you're smashing that like button and hit subscribe and share with all your friends and family and your poker friends. We have a blast doing this, and you guys make it possible for us to keep coming back on Saturdays and Mondays like tonight, and Tuesday nights for our cash stream. We'll see y'all tomorrow night for that one.
We'll be here. While Mitch was in here, I had an opportunity to check out the YouTube and smash like myself, so hopefully you guys have done the same.
Scoop not loving the gentleman on his right. Keeps raising. Got an ace-7 this time.
Yeah, it's fun to see Little come in with this chip lead and really apply pressure to the entire tables. We've seen some chip leaders in the past kind of hold off on that.
Scoop is going to come in for a 3-bet, 1.3 million, and that is going to get it done. Little S going to give him some respect and let him take that one down.
Yeah, Scoop's got an ace, and he's not afraid to use it. Nice bet there.
What's going on, Mitchell A? Hope you're doing well, brother.
What's up, Mitch?
1, 2, 2.
All right. Actually, the blind's ready to go up. So we're going to be at this new level, 100,000, 200,000, 200,000.
Let's get them going
for the next almost 40 minutes.
Yeah, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players with less than 3 million here. So they are approaching that 15x, maybe even 11x, 10x mark. So they're going to be in the neighborhood that they want to make something move here. King Jack suited, early position here. Doesn't want to mess with it.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the prize pool just yet, as we were obviously talking about some more personal things in the passing of a dear friend, but we're going to put that up there so you guys will see exactly what these gentlemen are all fighting for today. It is some big money.
Big money. This prize pool is a biggin.
That's why we call this the even bigger one.
Even bigger. So this
the Mas Grande.
This hand here, rags everybody, folds around to the small blind. Scoop's going to bump it up, take it down.
All right, so we had a $250K guaranteed tournament, $300 buy-in. Well, we went ahead and blew that sucker out of the water by over $137,000. So we ended up with $387,515 in the prize pool. 1649 entries. 9th place. So our first guy out today is going to take home a cool $61.90.
So we are guaranteed more than $6,000.
Yeah.
On this final table.
All these guys have locked up $61.90, but that's not where they want to stop, though. They want to go all the way up there. First place, get that trophy, and $65,080. So big prize pool today, and hopefully it's going to be a great final table.
All right, Mr. Abraham here. Early position from the +2. Ace King, he's going to bump it up. $450,000.
Scoop wants to know what Abraham's working with over there.
Yeah, Abraham has plenty over there in the 3 seat. He's hanging out with about 2.3 million. Justin's going to make the call here from the big blind with that 7-8. And it's whiff city here for Justin.
Not a whiff city, though, for Abraham. He's going to smash that flop.
Abraham lands the ace king. Bets it and takes it down.
No resistance. Takes down another pot. All right, Luke Martin in the chat letting us know that little s does indeed stand for what we thought it might.
Well, I'll be. Yeah, blinds are 100, 200,000 now. And as you look around the table, those white chips are just worth 5,000 each. The blue chips will be 25,000 each. The red chip there is a 10,000 chip.
What about those green boogers?
Those green bears, I believe, are 25,000. So they will be a big one.
Scan your cards, man.
And you see the tower of green right there in front of little S there with his significant chip lead. Not incredible here at the moment, but 9-handed coming in. Nice chip lead for him. Scoop's going to raise it up here in hand number 14.
Yeah, the 400,000 chips there.
Colby, good defending here from the big blind with that ace-jack. Easy to defend, possibly even 3-bet. He defends. We see a flop, and by golly, it's jack high, so he likes that. Checks it over to Scoop. Scoop will continue for 300,000.
Yeah, those green chips are 500K.
There we go. Yeah. Pardon me.
See Colby throwing in the 300K red chips and a green one, making that a raised 800,000.
800,000. Yeah, I think I said something different a while ago. I messed up the green chip. 500,000 is the green chip.
Yeah, those are the big boy chips.
Definitely the big dogs. I do remember that. Nice little check raise there from Colby.
All right, G Shafe saying my first memory of Mark was when I was still pretty new to poker. I got a lucky bluff through on him. I tabled the bluff after he folded, and I regretted it after because he was on the receiving end of an hour-long lecture. Classic Mark. He loved the game. He loved teaching. Whether you asked for it or not, he will be missed. That's a great story. Anybody else have Mark Toulouse stories? Please feel free to share them.
All right, Little S going to raise it up this time with pocket sevens and the low jack.
Yeah, love seeing Little S on our table because he's bringing in some viewers, a lot of friends of his cheering him on, including Devin Webster saying, let's go Little S, take it down. And Little S is indeed going to take that pot down. Our buddy and fellow co-worker Julian Vigil saying, I dealt the final hand that blinded out Mark's remaining stack. 3 of clubs, 6 of spades. RIP to the legend. I learned a lot during my time at the table dealing to him. He was a fierce competitor. And indeed, Julian, great words. He definitely was a man of integrity and a man who walked the walk when it came to his faith.
Mr. Marshall, early position. Look at that, red kings here. He's got 2.9 million. A little over 14 blinds here to start. See how he wants to play it. Goes with 500,000 and may find a customer here. Scoop's looking at pocket tens.
Uh-oh.
Indeed, Scoop's going to rip it here with his tens. He has 3.5 million.
This is our first big collision. Hand number 16. Can't wait to make that call there.
Yeah, that'll cover. So the bet will cover Marshall's stack, but Marshall in a good spot here for the double up as his kings.
One of the tens was folded, so
finds a customer in Scoop's tens.
Scoop's going to need to get really lucky here. Elena, wishing him luck, says she's rooting him on because he knocked her out in 20th place. I know he'll put my chips to good use. Well, your chips are in play right now, Elena.
There we go, right on time.
Right on time. Kings versus tens.
So this is going to leave Scoop with about 3 blinds behind. So it's going to officially put Marshall at risk. Scoop will have some crumbs left over. Marshall in a good spot here.
Needs some straight cards, some spades, or the case 10.
Off to the flop. 494, it's rainbow. 495, pardon me.
That's going to do it.
Deuce of hearts locks it up.
So full double up for Marshall in our 5 seat. He's now going to be up to 6.3 million. And our super short stack now is going to be our boy Scoop. Very familiar with Scoop. Many a final tables.
Many a final tables.
Plays lots of tournaments, plays a lot of PLO.
Yeah, folks watching it probably recognize him from some TCH Live final tables.
Yeah, one of our favorites. Another staple in the room. And that's the thing, we talked about, losing somebody that was so close to us yesterday. When I think of Saturday poker tournaments here at TCH, I think of several individuals. Mitchell A is here in the chat. Mark's one of them. You know, there's a lot of folks that are almost always here playing in our bigger tournaments, and they're just, it's like a family, it's like a community, and yeah, we're all after each other's chips and money, but you know, the competition actually just brings out the best in the majority of us, you know, and Mark was no different, and really are going to miss him. But you know, Mitch was in the room, and Mitch has mentioned that a million times about how different the poker scene is here compared to casinos and where he's dealt up in the Northeast. He says he'll never leave Texas because of, you know, just the way we treat each other here. So it is one big family, and if you haven't been in our rooms, come be a part of it. We have a lot of fun. We might talk a little trash every now and then, but it's all in good sports and spirits, and a lot of fun. Justin getting after it here in the hijack with the king-queen off. Tracy's going to defend with the queen-4.
King deuce 3. Justin's going to land that king-queen.
Yeah, it's one of the better jobs you can get for sure, without like a degree or something.
I didn't think about doing it.
I like it. I've been doing it for 10 years.
10 years? How old are you?
29.
Damn, I thought you was like 22.
Puts out one of those big green chips, bets 300,000.
Justin going to take that one down. Making his birthday boy father happy.
There we go.
Out there watching in the chat.
Make him happy if we can get through about 8 of these players.
Just want to let everybody know that RJ just killed a perfectly innocent insect that was crawling on him, and
baby scorpion.
I removed it from his TCH hoodie, and I was going to let the little guy go, and RJ just decided that he had to murder that poor insect.
You know what, kid?
Shame on you, RJ.
You work here no more. Back to the action.
Big E, Mr. Eric.
Let's go. We got kings.
Got the Cowboys. Back to Josh, who's got 400,000 already out there. Wants to know how much more this is going to cost him to make a call with a pretty mediocre hand here, but obviously pay jumps and knocking a player out are always on your mind. And he's going to
nice lay down there.
Think wisely and
definitely
lay that sucker
tempting
down.
At that size, but when you open against those short stacks, that's the reason you do it. You open it to know that they can't move without a big hand, and when they move back at you like that, oftentimes it is a big hand. Even though you're getting that good price, it's usually not messing around. Nice job there for Josh. Nice job there for Mr. Eric in the 2 seat.
All right, Alex Zangara saying, being a dealer is the best. This Josh guy knows what's up. Scoop knows what's up. He's going to get it in with the 5-3, the mumbler.
Yep, under the gun. He's moving under the gun with any 2, it looks like, because he is stuck with the mumbler here. Of course, you want to do that under the gun before that big blind ante hits you when you have just 3 blinds remaining.
Any chip he can pick up right now is worth a lot of money. Folds all the way around to our small blind. Marshall didn't want to go with the final blow, the knockout blow.
Yeah, Marshall probably would have had to go if he was in the big blind there, but lets it go from the small blind. Then we're off to Little S, who's staring at an 8 and a 4.
Yeah, I think a lot of the players were like, come on, you're the big stack.
Let's him have it.
Just call, but 8-4 is below the bottom of the range that he wants to make any call with.
So, yeah, that's almost a double up there for Scoop.
Absolutely. Scoop's at 1.13 milli now, so, you know, he can definitely still chop an arm or leg off of most of these players.
Yeah.
Look at those stacks, though. Little S at 13.38 million, and Colby just under 10 million. So a couple of really big stacks at this final table, and a lot of other folks having some work to do.
It's been interesting on these final tables. Sometimes they come in with plenty of blinds, and sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
Tonight we have several players with not a ton of blinds.
Well, we have had a tournament here recently that you commentated on where we went 3+ hours without a single knockout.
Yes, we did.
I think our
That was
lovely,
not my fault.
lovely friend and colleague in the production room, Miss Taylor, may have jinxed us because we have yet to have a knockout through 20 hands. So we might be here till 6 in the morning, and we're hoping y'all hang out with us. 432 of y'all currently joining us on this Monday evening. Where else would you be? What would you be doing on a Monday night?
Haven't had a lot of knockout opportunities just yet from the players or the cards. We did have the one double up there for
Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall there in the 5 seat, but his kings were in a pretty good shape.
Left Scoop with some crumbs, but he's now doubled up that stack, so still hanging around.
Hanging around over there. He's got 725,000 behind, and he's in the small blind, so if he can.
Speaking of family in the poker community, we got Sassy and Mighty Hammer, the Assassinator. How are y'all doing?
What's up, Hammer? Sassy, hello.
And Josh's brother, Alex Z.
Alex Z in the
brother
chat.
of Josh Z. Rooting on his bro, as a bro should. All right, Scoop going to try it again. Little improved hand. Ace-3 diamonds.
All right, Josh has an ace, so he's going to make the call.
Yeah.
We need a deuce or a 3. There's a lot of chopportunities here.
Tons of chopportunities
Scoop's
here.
got some diamonds.
Scoop would be happy to chop because his tournament life is on the line. Does not want to see any deuces.
Deuce in the window
But
with
a
a
3
right
as well.
behind
and
it.
a diamond, so great
Hello.
flop for him.
No chop here. Somebody's winning it.
There you go.
Double up for Scoop. The 3 lands.
Full double for the Scooposaurus, we'll call him, because that's what he's doing right now. He's scooping pots.
Here you go. 925,000 of profit in that, so that'll put him up to about 1.7 million, I believe.
Yeah, just shy of 2 milli. Nice hand there for Scoop. You are never out of a tournament. Hunter T says ready to get back into the action at TCH. Well, come on. Action doesn't stop here. We are open 24/7.
Action is happening. We are here.
364, I think, days of the year, so.
Ish.
Card's not really cooperating a little.
Yeah, the cards have been a little slow here.
Disagrees, though, and we could have
Nope,
another
here we
battle
go.
between our 7 and 8 seats. Scoop is now all in. Going to be shoving with most.
Yeah, Scoop's on the button
aces.
with that king queen. He's ripped it. Josh was going to re-rip with pocket 7s.
Yeah, 3 rips to protect his 7s. All right, classic battle here.
Pocket 7s versus king queen. Scoop's going to be at risk here.
No, there was a king or a queen I saw in the muck, so we'll see
Yeah,
exactly
Justin folded a king there in the big. That was the only one I noticed.
what his outs are. All right, here we go.
10-8-5. Friendly flop here for the 7s. Ace on the turn. That's going to give king queen a gutter ball. Equity and
There
jack
you
ball
go.
on the river. Gutter ball hits, and Scoop's got the nuts.
Hello, Broadway. So
Kind of, sort of.
Scoop, they can't get rid of him.
Ay, ay, ay.
Alligator blood.
And that's
What a couple of runner cards for him.
big pot there for Scoop, and that's going to be a big pot for Josh as well, as it knocks him down to 2.2 million. 11 blinds remaining for him.
Well, let's see if Josh can do the same that Scoop did, you know, take a big hit and kind of regroup the mind and then recoup some of your chips.
Recoup.
Yeah.
He's ready.
We've had some serious ladders on our final tables without players even
Man.
really having to play many hands, so. A lot of folks in the chat not real thrilled about that hand.
Loving it. Chat's coming in. Beats will fire up the chat. We love it.
man. You fold it like a dumb.
Marshall's in the low jack with pocket fives. Raised it up to 400,000 here, and he's going to get it through. Pardon me, Colby's thinking about that suited queen five. Let's see a flop. He will.
0 shot. Okay. Any two. You know I love you, right?
Ace 10-3, no hearts here.
I'm fine with giving a difference of opinion.
That ace does come out.
Any two.
I don't want to double up a short stack to my left. I want to keep him short. Once he gets to the blinds, he's still only going to have 600.
Short now.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying I want to keep him there. I mean, I don't want to. What are you laughing at?
No, sir. They're talking to her in her ear.
Talking shit?
No, they're talking to her in her ear.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Commentators are talking shit.
The commentators are talking to
Like
you.
he
They're
should've called.
not even doing it yet.
Talking shit about me. They got to call. How's he pull ace king
I
there?
just watched RJ come out of the bathroom.
Players always have something to say when they can see the card.
They think that we're talking to Brittany. No, Brittany's talking to the production room.
We're just hanging out.
We are live with you guys, and the only
Yeah, I
folks
think they
we're
were-
talking to are the folks that are listening out there.
They were chit-chatting a little bit about that big blind of little less that he let go when Scoop had
ripped it with the 5-3.
Yeah, 3.5 blinds or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, 8-4 just. Yeah. I mean, sometimes around 3x you can almost call without looking, but it was a little more than 3x. He looked and saw absolute rags and didn't want to just free double up the guy, right? I mean, he mentioned that he's short. Let's keep him short. I don't just want to.
Didn't feel like hitting him with the Randy Moss, the 8-4 offsuit. You know?
Yeah, and that's totally fair.
A little better than the 8-4 is the ace-4. Justin going to raise it up to 400K on the
I
button.
mean, I'm more likely to call with bigger cards.
Colby not loving getting raised here with an ace as well. It's another 300,000 to call. He decides not to make the call.
Bump it up. That's 1.1 million now on the 3-bet.
He is going to let that go.
There you go, takes it down. Whether that red chip mini thing or not, it's a winner.
Yeah, don't like really loving seeing flops with the ace-6 out of position there. So Colby just says, I'm going to try to take this one down.
Put a little heat on this, see if we can end it.
Put a little stank on that raise.
Streamlabs says we can get to 150 likes, Eric. What do you think?
I think we can.
I think we can.
Smash that like button for friends and family that are playing tonight.
I saw blue.
For the TCH staff, and of course, for the great Mark Toulouse,
I got to separate them.
as we're doing this stream tonight in his memory. Hope to have some information to you guys soon about maybe a possible tournament that we might do or a GoFundMe for his family. But either way, here at TCH, we're going to find a way to take care of the Toulouse family, as they were really part of our family as well. Yeah, Mitchell, hey, jumping exactly on what Little S was saying. A lot more incentive just to keep him super short there. Of course, he didn't know he was going to get 2 double-ups right there afterwards.
Yeah,
but
and it does put the mid stacks in a handcuffed area, and that exactly happened with Josh there in the 8 seat, having to double him up twice.
Yep, never fun. Hate being the one to double up the short stack twice. All right, here we go.
Queen 5-8, it's rainbow. Colby's going to be open-ended here. Picks up quite a bit of equity. Good look at those equities there in the red. 54.46 for the 7 high. There you go. Colby bets that equity and able to take it down. Justin's in the muck.
All right, there's our player stacks there. Hand number 26. Blind still at 100,000, 200,000, 200,000 for another 13 minutes. Yeah, there you go, Brandon. One of the many names that we called Mark. Doc, Vandy, Mark T, Toulouse.
Yeah, he's done good work in a lot of different places and acquired a lot of different nicknames. Little less in the +1 with Big Slick. Let's bump it up, 450 to go.
Justin continues to get these aces, smaller kickers, and he's being very good and disciplined with them. Lets it go. Uh-oh. He's like, well, I guess I'm going to call with this king 3 after all. Didn't realize it was raised there.
You know, accidental king high pressure on the big blind, but he's actually calling an out of position raise here. So Tracy's going to stick around too. He'll complete it from the big blind. We'll go to a flop 3 ways. Check, check over to the razor. Little's got the ace king. Nobody really connecting with this board, so should get through and does. Nice little pot there for Little.
A lot of times their players won't continue when they don't hit their cards. Their big stack, though, knows what to do with it. Go ahead and put a little bet out there. And takes it down.
Hand 27, tonight's final table, the even bigger one coming at you from Texas Card House Dallas. 27 hands in, and we have still not lost a player here.
Well, I'm about to call you Jinxie. We got Joshua.
No, don't do it, because Josh has ripped it. He's all in.
Joshua, the Battle of Jericho. Ace, queen suited. He's getting it in. He's got to get through small and big blind.
Boy, there's some rags everywhere. So Josh was going to be safe there with that ace, queen of clubs.
Yeah, picks up 500K in chips. Just those blinds every time. 500,000 that you can pick up. So
that's a little bit of chili.
Well done. All right, Little S says, or Landon Moore says, Little S, we're pulling for you at home, babe.
There you go.
Got some love from fam there. All right, still no eliminations. Next man out is going to go home with $6,190.
Yeah, these blinds are awful taxing here on these short stacks, and they have made it through. Swapping some chips here and there, but everyone's still remaining. Suited queen 6 here for Marshall in the small blind. Able to put him in, click on it.
Every hour?
Just go chill, like, want to relax and have a good time. Want to smoke a cigarette.
Uh-oh, the name has been revealed. Now we know him. It's Jeremy.
Yep. We weren't even going to tell anyone.
Now we know. It's Jeremy.
King Jack 4, a pair and a flush draw here for Marshall. Pardon me, the 4 went to Little S.
I was sleeping all day. That's all I could do.
But Marshall does have the queen high flush draw. I'm going to remember hands here in a minute.
Scott, exactly. We were talking about your exact final table. We want some eliminations at some point, so we're not here till the wee hours. But we're here for it, though. Big prize up top. Y'all are just tuning in. Thank you for joining us on a Monday night. This is what you came to watch. TCH Dallas. It says bigger one. They forgot the word even.
Even.
It's the Mas Grande. The Mas Grande. The even bigger one.
They know I'm concussed and have issues with that already. I got to have all the words.
Your concussions were what, from badminton? I mean, good God.
All pro.
All pro badminton.
Don't worry about it.
65,000 though for first place. Everybody's got at least 6,100 locked up. Hopefully not knocked up. I don't want to put that juju on anybody. But yeah, big tournament here Monday night. Thank y'all for joining us. We're not even an hour in. Still a full table.
All right, Colby looking at pocket 9s here. in the +2 position. Makes it 500,000 to go. A little 2.5x here. Eric sitting right behind him with the big slick. Facing a raise. 2.5 million in his stack.
All right. He's got him a little pot there. He's going to do a little Teddy KGB, take a little bite, mull over what he's going to do with his ace-king. That's a first. We have not seen that on our final table.
He did say, give me 30 seconds.
He's going to stir the pot a little bit.
He's got all kinds of drugs in it. I mean, I have to do something. Something boring out. Oh, yeah. Whatever. All in.
Whatever all in is announced.
Boring game, whatever, I'm all in.
I like it. He's got my name representing the ease of the world.
There we go.
That was unorthodox to say the least.
Love it.
But we love it.
All right, Scoop in the big blind with King Jack. He's going to throw that in the muck. Leave this one to Colby and Eric. So Eric's all in here with Ace King. It's back to Colby, the original raiser.
It's a lot. You don't have to do it. Wait. We'll change it later.
A little bit of a chit chat there coming from Eric. 2.4 million.
Yeah,
So
Eric,
it's still $1.5 million here for Colby to call, or almost 2 million, I guess. So still a significant amount here, somewhat.
yeah, but he knows he's still going to have a ton of chips.
Yeah, for 10 more blinds with that many chips, he does get it in there, makes the call. So Eric's going to be at risk with his Ace King.
Colby versus Easy E. Here we go. Pocket nines versus the AK.
Eric going to need to hit a little something with that Ace King. To the flop we go. 9,
Oh,
5,
hello.
Queen. That's a set for Colby.
Set.
There are 2 clubs.
Needs a 10. 10 and only a 10.
Now we're down to a gutter ball.
Oh.
Deuce. Set of 9s going to take it down for Colby, and that is our first elimination of tonight's final table.
That is going to do it.
Mr. Eric will finish in 9th place. A very nice prize for this $300 buy-in.
He's a man of words. He's already got the table laughing even on his way out. Congratulations, though, Mr. Eric. He's going to take home $61.90 for his troubles, finish in 9th place out of 1649. You know, when there was about 40 players left, there was
Sweet.
3 guys named Eric. I was one of them. I finished 39th.
39th.
We had On Tilt Eric finish around 13th, 14th, I
Okay,
think.
okay.
And then we had this Eric finish 9th. So he was the top Eric of all.
Well done, Eric.
Well done, E.
Yeah, next player out now guaranteed nearly 8,000. Looks like about 10 bucks shy of 8,000. So
Scott bringing the knockouts into existence.
these payouts getting pretty juicy here for a $300 tournament.
Colby waking up with my favorite pocket pair.
Colby no stopping. He's got queens now.
The ladies. Those 2 right there never fail me. Venus and Serena. They always win. Pocket 6s, though, for Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua in the big blind with 6s, and that last rotation of the button was a little rough on his blinds.
Just got him a ladder up. No reason to
Yeah,
maybe risk
6s
it.
in the muck this time.
Does have just about 10, 11 big blinds, though, so he is getting short.
Yeah.
I know a lot of players would just easily jam right there. Just want to get it in. I've got a pair. I just laddered up.
I feel the same as Josh there. I do not want to dust my chips with a small pair there, even if I'm racing, but
Yeah, got a lot of free hands coming as well once the button passes him. So a lot can happen in 8, 9 hands.
yeah, that's Scoop. He's been through it this final table. He's been up all the way down, and now he's back up to a little bit of a more comfortable spot. And he just made it through the blinds again. Marshall's going to raise it up on this hand with pocket deuces.
Justin's got some friends and fam watching from up north in Illinois.
There we go. Now this might be a little different spot here for Josh. He's in the small blind with ace, jack of diamonds.
Yeah, it's a raise, small raise, and a flat call.
Yeah.
He sees that dead money out there, and I think he wants it. Is this the hand? He goes for it.
All 3 laps of the button have been pretty interesting on Josh's blinds.
10 big blinds left, and you've got an ace-jack suited. Does decide to let it go.
Lets it go. Ace-jack in the muck. I think he had ace-jack in the small blind the first lap of the button as well. So we'll see a flop deuces versus ace-6. 6 on that flop for Little. King, king, 6. Deuces in trouble.
Josh had those spidey senses working. He just knew he wasn't going to hit.
600,000 here, the bet from Little. Right at half pot. Marshall sticks around.
I digress.
Ace of hearts here on the turn, so Little now with a whole bunch of pairs. He's up to 3 pairs here. 8 of diamonds, the river. No help for the deuces. Marshall does check.
Shout out to my boy, Johnny Rodriguez, our favorite dealer. He's currently tuning in.
What up, Johnny? My man.
He said he was shocked to learn that you were an All-American badminton player. Sorry you took so many of those
birdies.
Birdies.
They're called birdies.
There's another word for them in there. You took a lot of those to the face, though.
I don't know that I know another word for them. I think they're birdies. Nice hand there for Little. He takes down another pot. He's up more than 15 million now.
Yep, there's another nickname.
What is it?
You want to hear it?
Sure.
Shuttlecock.
That's right.
Yep. RJ, a lot of concussions, taking shuttlecocks to the face.
I do remember that nickname for the birdies.
Oh, man, it's Monday night. Hello.
Marshall upgrading those deuces just a little bit.
Got the air marshals, pocket aces, the red birds.
Aces now for Marshall in the low jack. 400,000 to go. Folds around to the small blind where Justin has queen jack, couple of letters. Somewhat tempting, but in the muck.
See, Bill James.
Yeah, Bill James, he remembers.
Bill knew what was up. Football, not the only sport you can get a concussion in. Just a reminder, friends.
Yeah, I think my last badminton match was probably about 5th grade.
I think I got hit in the face with a tetherball once, so that shit hurt too.
Definitely. I've definitely lived that experience. Colby's going to check here after landing bottom pair on this deuce 8-5 board. Yeah, kind of a raggy board out there. Colby defending from his big blind there to the min raise. Now we'll see a turn.
Channeling the Doyle Brunson. Way behind, though.
Yeah, Colby's still not loving this board, but it's hard to make a pair. See what kind of sizing Marshall goes here on the turn. Bet 600,000 here, still pretty little on the milky side still. Colby's has something to think about, and he does make the call.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay, there's no straight.
7 of diamonds.
I was thinking
here.
he hit a straight, but there is a 4-liner.
Yeah, 6 would make a straight, so Marshall does just check his aces in case there's anything crazy out there. Goes with the showdown, picks up 1.6 million.
Curious to see, had Colby gone with a pretty big sizing there, could he have gotten a bluff through? I think he knew his opponent had a pretty strong hand, but nasty, nasty run out though when you're holding the aces. As you saw, he just checked it back and
that
took
card,
down an already healthy pot there.
Yeah, that card against the big blind could lead to a lot of 2-pair holdings or that raggedy old straight.
That old 6 that was hiding out there somewhere.
Marshall here on a bit of a heater. Been able to catch a little bit of a spin up. Looks at King 10 like he was wondering, thinking about it. We'll get to the hijack.
Scoop, who was on the ropes just several hands ago, has now got 3.2 million, and he can start raising up some hands like this Jack 9 of diamonds. And yeah, gonna take down 625K.
Yeah, 625,000 now in the blinds and antes as the level is up. 125,000, 250,000. So that is a lot of cheddar sitting out there for these players to go get now that we are still 8-handed.
Yeah, Tracy down to 705.
Yeah,
so those blinds just eating him up.
And he's in the big blind here, so he's got 500,000 out there.
Been pretty card dead. He's tried to defend a couple times with some pretty raggedy hands and just hasn't hit, so he is super short now. Players all kind of eyeing his stack now.
So yeah, Scoop taking a peek over there and then looks down at King High, makes it somewhat interesting, but he's in the muck. Colby's on the button here with Jack 10. Jack 10's in the muck, and just like that, we're to the small blind. Nobody wants to take a shot here at him. Abraham will do it with 9-6.
Jam, jam. This is the kind of battle you're used to seeing on a live stream poker tournament, right? The 9-6 off versus the 10-5. Well, these players are super short.
Yeah, both players pretty short here, so this is going to be a significant pot.
Whoever
Either
wins,
one of them,
it's going to be big.
6-9 versus 10-5, and we're off.
10 high, still good.
6 and 9, the only cards that could change it, and no, it's an
10
ace.
high.
10 high holds.
Vinner, Tracy, and Abraham now neck and neck at 1.2 million. Survival, though, for Tracy is all he really cares about.
And Jack 10 would have made the nuts there on the button, by the way.
Everybody but that.
And the King High that thought about it from across the table, he would have won as well, but much harder to pull off that maneuver for Scoop there with several players in between.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
You know, it's every now and then I'll try to pull that maneuver. It's very dangerous.
You run right into it sometimes,
yes.
Don't you? Scoop raising up the pocket 7s in the +1. Back over to Tracy. No, you want to play that in a cash game. The old Jack 10. Always in a poker player's top 10 favorite hands. And reaches, counts the chips, and just decides to let it go.
Suited Canooters.
Got a 7 as well, but this one's got a 6 with his.
Yeah, these suited Canooters are in a tough spot here. 7-6 of hearts versus 7s. Ace, deuce, 9, 1 heart.
Scoop probably won't give him a free card. He's going to bet 600,000. Here's our boy Mitch walking by, checking out the table.
Uh-huh. So that continuation bet there for Scoop does take it down. And he's on the climb now, approaching 5 million after having just 3 blinds at one point. 3 blinds and a smidge, which was significant, because I think that smidge caused the big blind to fold.
Indeed. Watch out for the smidge. You know what is more, a smidge or a scotch? Which one's more?
It's a good question.
I think a smidge is a little more.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Smidge greater than skosh.
You heard it here first, kiddos.
Shaping the minds, we are. In the hijack, Colby's got queen 10 of clubs.
All right. Raise, and
There
now
we
an
go.
all in.
Tracy's on the button with king, queen of spades. Definitely easy to get it in there. Marshall's got 10s in the small blind. Let's go.
Yeah, Colby was going to have to make the call if it got back to him, but Marshall waking up with a real hand now right to the left of Tracy. He's got 2 10s.
And you can see Colby.
Definitely want to know what he's going to do.
Yeah, a lot of attention there from Colby into the 5 seat here. As Marshall has the 10s. So for math purposes, Colby raised it up to 600,000. Tracy all in for 1 million and a skosh. Now it's to Marshall in the small blind.
And he might go for some isolation here. That is a great question, Jedi. Does raise it up, 3 bets to 3 million. And gets Colby to fold. And here we go. Tracy is at risk. His tournament life with king, queen, spades. He's going to like seeing that he's got a fair fight here. He's up against 2 10s. Marshall only has 1 live suit, the heart.
Ace, ace 9. Good flop here for the 10s. No spades for Tracy. Queen on the
ball.
turn.
And there you go.
There we go. Big queen on the turn there, and that'll double up Tracy.
A lot of all-in survivals so far. Just the 1 knockout through 36
We
hands.
are surviving.
Marshall took a little bit of a hit there, but he still got 6 million in chips. Tracy now up to 3.2. So Abraham in our 3 seat is our short stack. Joshua just ahead of him with 2.23 million in the 8 seat, and he's got the blinds coming next hand.
Nice hand.
Yeah, Mitchell mentioning that small blind spot with the 10s facing a raise and an all-in. Everyone's favorite. Definitely dangerous no matter how you do it, right?
Yeah. Raising versus the chip leader always kind of scares you a little bit. Justin says, finally, something other than a weak ace. I got a couple of jiggities here.
All right, Justin with the jacks. He's going to raise it up to 500,000. That's just a min click now as these blinds are getting pretty hefty.
Little S has a fun little hand. Queen, jack of diamonds. Gonna flick in that call. And Scoop now knows he just has to flick in another 250 to potentially bring home a pretty good sized pot here. The hand is pretty dusty and he lets it go.
King 4, Dusty in the muck. Let's see him flop. Jack's first, queen jack. Gutter ball here for the queen jack.
Gutter ball, backdoor diamonds, 1 over.
But a friendly flop for Justin and his jacks. 1.5 already in the pot.
600,000. He can afford that with his 14 million stack.
10 ball on the turn, and that is a bad card here for Justin as Little S has turned the nuts.
Yeah, you're going to have elimination to Queen Jack because you've got 2 jacks in your hand, but that's exactly what he's holding.
Yeah, Justin's going to like his hand here with pocket jacks and open-ended. He is fantastic at playing a small controlled game, and he does check the turn. So we'll see if that can save him here.
Yeah, let's see what kind of value Little S goes for here. Got the nuts, you got to put something out there. 2.5 looks like, yeah, 2.5 million. Huge chunk of Justin's stack.
Yeah, he just goes pot size here.
He's like, what checks that 10 turn and just bangs that river right in my face.
This could be a spot where Little has been pretty active. You know, that first lap of the button especially, maybe even the second lap, he put some action out there. So
haven't seen Little S get out of line so far through 36 hands. Justin really thinking, you know, God.
Justin in the squirm seat.
I lose to the 7-6. Obviously the Jack-7 and the Queen Jack. Loses to all sets, but he does make the call.
Justin does make the call. Tough spot here. Little S going to turn over the nuts and take down a big pot.
Gets the devastating news. Yeah, just a couple of hands that beat you. Man, that is tough. That is tough. Went for some big value there and got paid, did Little S. And he is now up to almost 19 million in chips.
Yeah, big pot there for Little. 18.78, and that will knock Justin down to 1.5 million. And he has the blinds looming as he is under the gun for this hand.
Looking at a suited king, looking up to see what blind level we're about to go to, how much time is left. He is going to let it go, though.
All right, Colby's going to raise it up in this one. He's got king-queen offsuit. He is in the +1. Marshall's in the cutoff, also with king-queen offsuit. So Marshall just calls here. Got 600,000 to go. So these just a small sizing here, significant amount of chips. King 3-6, a flop, all spades.
No spade.
No spade for either player. King Queen versus King Queen. Ace of spades now on the turn.
A lot to dislike about that card. Check, check.
Yeah, that ace on the turn. If it were a smaller spade, we might try to see some thievery, but with it being an ace, it could go check, check here. There we go, Marshall's reaching. Love to see it. Taking advantage of that position.
Doesn't believe him.
Yeah. Both players trying to pick up some tails on each other here. Who wants it? There we go. Marshall does want it. He bets that river and able to take it down, so he will profit about 1.2 million. Pot size bet there on the river. Takes it down. Well done.
I mentioned before, little S having 18.8 almost million in chips. That's out of 49 million total in this tournament. So he has got a good chunk of the tournament chips in play.
So yeah, as this final table dwindles down, you can keep that number in mind. A little over 49 million, almost 50 million chips in play.
About 37% of the chips in play are in our seat 6's stack currently. There you go, another shout out for the badminton shuttlecocks.
There might be a mascot out there somewhere.
Sounds like one of those minor league teams, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, and the cards have been a little quiet here, so these players are on the grind, and this is a day 3 of this event, so they've been grinding it out.
Yep.
The last several days.
Speaking of grinding, Scoop is back up to 4.75 million in chips after being almost down to, what'd you say?
3 blinds?
3 blinds.
And a skosh.
And a skosh. Justin, Abraham, and Joshua all super short right now, between 4 and 6 big blinds, needing to find a spot to get it in real quick.
And Josh isn't in the, he is not in a fun position spot, because if he's trying to hold out for Abraham or Tracy, that is his good positioning, right? So it's always a little tougher when the short stacks are behind you. As a short stack, you're like, oh, I can't really wait it out on these guys. I need to be making chips when I'm in position.
Rebel Poker, this is live. We're on a 20 to 25 minute delay to protect the integrity, of course, of our tournaments here. But yeah, we are live with you guys right now.
Hello, Rebel Poker. Good to see you in the chat tonight.
All right, so Abraham going to be feeling it now, as he's going to have to put 500,000 of his chips into the pot. And here we go. Joshua, one of our short stacks, waking up with another ace-jack, and he is going to rip it.
Yeah, and this time he's in the cutoff here, so yeah, he's definitely going to rip it. Justin on the button, also with ace-jack.
This just shows you how most of us feel about that particular hand. You saw the deep breath.
You have 2 green, right?
And he knows there's
1 green. Okay.
a shorty in the big blind.
Shorty in the big blind. Another shorty just ripped on me. I've got ace-jack. I just got to get it in there.
Yeah, he's a little short himself. Can't really wait for a better one. So he's going to get his in there at 915,000.
Oh, and Abraham gets the clean diaper, the 3 deuce suited.
Man, y'all are so boring.
Deuce 3 in the muck. So yeah, and Justin looks over there hoping the big blind would at least go with him, right? So he wouldn't be at risk.
I don't know who that was, but somebody said, y'all are so boring. Ace-jack, ace-jack, come on.
6, 7, 8, 2 spades.
Make it fun.
Oh,
Hello,
spade.
spade. That is Justin with the big spade there. I was, as the cards were sitting out there, I wasn't exactly sure who was who, but as the graphics show us, Justin had the spade edge there, but instead we will chop it up.
No pair, no flush, so the 3 deuce
would have been a pair for that.
Would have taken that sucker down.
Would have been a pair for that dirty diaper, clean diaper,
Clean
I guess
diaper,
it was.
yeah. So they got to chop up Abraham's chips as he mucked.
Yeah,
what would have been the winning hand, and he's now down to 690 in the small blind.
Yeah, he is under 3 blinds now.
You're not loud enough.
There you go, Little S gonna start putting some pressure with that big stack. With hands like Queen 10 suited.
Yeah, Rebel mentioning that he thought this poker was the last weekend of the month, and it usually is. This tournament started the last weekend of the month, but here we are now on the 3rd with the final table. So, yeah, day 1 started last week on Wednesday, so this one throwing you a little bit of a curveball, but yeah, these are always near the end of the month.
All right.
Just both bow out right now. That's so funny.
And number 43, Abraham still holding on over there. Got some free hands coming.
That jack's that hand. You're not supposed to have to jack.
All right, Little S under the gun with pocket 9s. He does raise it up, 600,000 to go here. Under the gun raiser.
Justin waking up with what we call the parking lot hand, but you
Ace
got to go with it.
queen, yeah.
Got to go with it when you're short in the hijack.
Not
Ace
gonna argue
queen
with that.
offsuit.
Tracy 8 high, he's in the muck. Marshall's got 7s, but he's in the muck.
All right. Justin A got family watching. It's Dad's birthday.
They're rooting you on, Justin. Here we
They're
go.
rooting you on, Justin, as you are all in for your tournament life with the ace queen against the chip leader, Little S.
Justin at risk here, needing an ace or a queen. Get 2 hearts, jack high flop, no help.
10, make it
Give us a sweat card, Brittany. That
4.
is not a sweat.
Not much sweat there as Justin is down to the river, needing an ace or a queen.
Oh.
10 ball, that's not going to do it.
That is the
Justin
card we needed on the
be
turn.
eliminated. Big pot here for Little S. And our second elimination, tonight's final table. Justin leaves us in 8th place.
Congrats to Justin. He was literally a staple on our final table for a long time. Not sure if he's taking a break or not, but I've seen him playing some cash.
Yeah.
Still firing in some tournaments, but it just shows you that a player as good as he is, because anybody that plays with Justin will tell you he's one of the best. It takes a while to get back to final table sometimes, so love seeing you on here, Justin. Good luck on your next run,
Yeah.
but 79.90 is what he's taking home. 8th place out of almost 1,650 entries, 1,649 to be exact. So.
Absolutely, very happy to see Justin back in the final table. I believe,
Great job, buddy, great job.
I believe that might have been my maiden call for Mr. Justin. So that was the first time I've got to see him at the final table from the booth. So nice job, great finish, and we look forward to seeing you some more. Let's go.
Yeah, great run from him. Like I said, not somebody you want on your left. That is for sure when you're at the table. So,
all right, we're off to hand 44. Only 7 players left now, and Tracy has ripped it with a suited ace deuce from the button.
yeah, now you're going to see some of these short stacks very comfortable getting it in. Little ladder up.
He didn't clap him for it. He didn't do anything. Oh.
All right, Tracy's going to take that one down. Colby getting some love in the chat from Allison Kinder or Kinder. Says, go Colby, love you.
There you go.
We're all about sharing the love on the live stream.
I need some I need some of those cheers.
Yeah, Joshua's got a sign up in the background now.
Oh, dear.
I wonder what little person could have made a sign for Justin. Or Joshua, excuse me.
Figure out where it went.
Good luck, Joshua, the sign says.
I found it. And right on time because Josh was under the gun and all in, 1.9 million.
Scoop. Rubbing the cards together, hoping they somehow became aces, but it's Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, finds an ace under the gun. Great time to jam it there so you don't have to do it. Don't have to deal with that double taxing big blind. Instead, he picks some up.
All right, last free hand for Abraham before he's literally going to be almost all in.
Yeah, so he officially he has two free hands, but as Josh just demonstrated, you want to try to move in that under the gun position if you can, because you don't want to get taxed by that big blind ante when you only have 2 or 3 blinds.
Yeah, you'd prefer to go in with your eyes open and not blind. King 3 not good enough. He's going to let that go.
Anybody want service?
Tracy with another suited ace this time, but lets it go.
No, the ones that you guys made.
The little panda girl made the sign. How adorable.
Ice cream. You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
Great job, Suzanne.
Yeah, Scoop's got suited canooters here, able to put a little pressure on Joshua to his left. Takes down the big blind and the ante. Yep.
Don't think Mallory played in this tournament, Mr. Rebel Poker.
Yeah, I think she spent some time out of town this week and recently got back, but I wouldn't swear to that.
You can chew me out, though. I didn't make the final table. I only made it to number 39.
There you go, Mr. Eric. Nice little run. Finished at 39th. I know.
A little more than min cash, but not the result we wanted. But
Abraham is all in under the gun. As we mentioned, you don't really want to make it to that big blind spot, so he's doing it under the gun with the Queen 8 offsuit.
it's the kind of hand right there he wants to call him, the Queen Deuce. And they're all depending on Colby to deal
everybody
the
folding
knockout
around
blow.
to the big blind.
And Colby's going to give it a shot with the 7-4 of hearts. Yeah, Abraham's definitely a tournament legend around here. He makes a lot of final tables in a lot of our daily tournaments. Here we go, tournament life at risk. Ooh,
Ace,
2 hearts.
deuce, 3, 2 hearts, gutter ball, and a flush draw for Colby, and his pairs are live.
First pitch.
Pairs not needed, we got a heart. That's going to be a flush for Colby.
That is going to do it for Mr. Abraham as Colby does get the knockout. Abraham is going to be our 7th place finisher, taking home 5 figures, $10,370.
5-digit club for 7th place. Nice job.
Great job, Abraham. 7th out of 1649. We know we will see you again. He loves playing these tournaments. Excellent player. Definitely somebody who's fun to be at the table with. Fierce competitor, to say the least. Great job, Abraham.
And we get a $3,000 pay jump coming up. And after this one, it gets a little more significant. So our next player eliminated gets a little over $13,000. We are down to 6 players.
And there's 577 of y'all now tuned in. Thank y'all much. It is a Monday night. Normally we do the tournaments on Saturdays, but this is a multi-day tournament, so this one lasted a little longer, and we're doing the final table here on a Monday night. We will be back tomorrow night for our cash game. 5/10/25, I believe. So tune in tomorrow, a little after 6 p.m. TCH Live right here, Dallas, Texas, for a big cash game. Aaron McAvoy, myself, Eric Van Loozen, and RJ Dupree finishing up the night in the booth. The 3rd spade on the board Nobody with a pair, just a couple of gut shots, high cards.
Are you going this whole table?
And
What's that?
Colby is going to take that one down.
You're good at what you do.
Awesome. So TCH Houston had their Trailblazer 100K event. Looks like there was 279K in that prize pool. Thank you for that, Rebel. Yeah, they've still got the Trailblazer event going on down there. A lot of folks will be playing in the 500K event that's going to be coming up at the end of this month. Scoop waking up with the aces. And how did Joshua know that the ace deuce of spades was absolute dust there? Just gets rid of it. Not even a thought. Sometimes those spidey senses are tingling and you just know. And Scoop's like, really? I get a walk with these aces? Always better than getting them cracked, though, that is for sure. He says that would have been a great time for somebody to do something stupid. Indeed. But you always hope for when you're holding those aces. Somebody get out of line. Let me snap them off. Problem is, you got to hold, though. They don't always hold.
Start calling you David.
All in, though, from Joshua. Now that Scoop's out of the way, he's got the king 10 of clubs. Ew, now Tracy is going to be all in as well. Oh, now Little S has the opportunity to knock out two opponents. He's got the ace 10 of diamonds. He's got 20 million in his stack. If he calls 2.1 million, he can potentially knock out two opponents. Wow, what a sick spot here. He makes the call. Two players at risk here. Josh Z, Mr. JZ, at risk. Tracy also at risk with the ace king. And Little S has the chance to make the other players at the table super happy if he gets the double knockout here. Huge ladder up for everybody else involved. Here we go. Collision coming. Brittany's going to get these pots right.
Whoa, we want more all-ins. I love it.
All right. There's no clubs in hand, right? No clubs in hand. Yeah, there's so many clubs left in the deck. I just need to be
Joshua was saying there are so many clubs left in
So
this
many
deck.
clubs. Let's hit some. All right, ace king versus ace 10 versus Joshua's king 10, so he's definitely needing some help. 7,
Oh,
9,
wow.
Jack, hello.
No way.
I'm okay with an 8.
Yeah, clubs. We'll take an 8.
8 of diamonds. Make it fun.
It's a queen ball.
Deuce of spades, big old brick.
8, 1 time, 1 time.
6,
No.
another brick, so ace king is going to hold
Ace
over
king is
everything.
going to win the entire pot. That is going to knock out Joshua in the 8 seat.
Yeah, big pot there for Tracy. Joshua gets eliminated in that mess.
Congratulations, though, Josh. You got it in. Just ran into two huge hands there. He is going to finish in 6th place for 13,550 buckaroos.
13,550 for Joshua. Sweet run. Great job today.
Great
buddy.
job. Yeah, I've only got a chance to meet him a couple times because he deals mostly over at Las Colinas,
Right.
but stand-up guy and obviously has a lot of friends and family here at TCH and that we're watching in the chat. So great job. Great job. What a hand that was. Man, we almost had a double knockout there.
Yeah. And how about Tracy hanging on to those? He got down to what?
Super short.
Yeah, super short, below 10x, definitely. And
Yeah,
now
he was under $1 million.
Now he's got some chips.
Now we're rolling indeed, Brandon. What's up, buddy? Hope you and the girls are doing great.
So not only has he laddered up, but he's got some chips now as well.
Some serious chippies over there.
Little's just ripped it here from the small blind, putting a little heat on that big blind. Scoop's got king jack, so it is some heat indeed.
Takes it down.
Scoop throws king jack in the muck.
Yeah, it was wild. That was over 2-point-something million that Little S needed to call to possibly knock out 2 opponents, and we had a sweat on that flop. We just needed an 8 or some running diamonds.
Yeah.
Man, that was a fun one.
Yeah, and I think, if I remember correctly, Josh had the double gutter there, as a queen would have done it for him as well.
Well, he's still with us in spirit because they haven't
is.
taken his sign down. It still says "Good luck, Joshua."
We're
in the
still
background.
wishing Joshua good luck, which is fine with me. Good luck to that guy. We'll see him.
And his brother in the chat says what a brother should. Good shit, man.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what you should say to your brother, Alex. Great performance by him making it this far, and what a nice score. 13,000 buckaroos.
There you go. Pretty good weekend.
All right, Tracy getting some love from Blake Roberts. Ronnie B joining us. What's up, Ronnie?
What's up, Ronnie B? All right, we get a king on this flop. Ace, king 3, the flop. And we've got the battle of king 5 and king 4.
King Turd versus King Turd.
Good song about that. 7 of diamonds here on the turn, so Scoop's going to pick up flush draw equity.
The King of Turd Mountain, huh? Sturgill?
Yes, sir. That's the
Sturgill
one I'm
Simpson.
thinking of. There it is. Pardon me, there are not. I don't think there are 2 diamonds out there. Get a look at that board.
Couple of
Okay,
hearts,
yeah, there
yeah.
was 2 hearts on the flop, so diamonds are not there. It still is indeed King Turd versus King Turd.
Yeah. And it's a tie ball game between these 2 turds as the Jack has now come on the river. So we would chop this pot if we get to showdown.
King what?
Showdown.
That's not important.
He says that's not important.
And he will agree with you.
Well played, Colby. He says that's not important. Don't worry about what I have with my king because I'm playing the board.
All right, we are down to our final 5 players. The even bigger one from Texas, Card House, Dallas. Coming up,
Yep.
even more stuff next week
More
in Houston.
stuff next week. It's going on already, of course, February 26th through March the 10th. 10 action-packed events, highlighted by that 500K main event. That is the TCH Houston location off Westheimer. Great staff, great room, great food. Y'all go check that out. Opportunity for some big money in that main event tournament. Scoop has the button now in a king 10. These hands are starting to get a little stronger as the players are now, what, just 6-handed? Are we 5-handed?
5-handed
5-handed
now, yeah.
So yeah, your king 10s are starting to play pretty well. 5-handed.
Yeah, King 10 now 5-handed. A little easier open and playing full ring.
Colby not wanting to play the king rag this time. Tracy in the big blind is going to defend with the queen 10 offsuit. And wow.
Hello, 10 high flop.
10 high flop. Gonna feel good if you're Tracy here. Top pair. Queen kicking.
He would be handy. He's one of big pots on my show.
So yeah, easy to continue here for Scoop as he lands the 10 with that King 10. He bet 600,000. He is loving this flop. But now Tracy will open with a check raise. Now 1.5 million to continue.
Yeah, hard to think you're beat very often with king 10 here. Maybe a combo draw or pair in a flush draw going through his mind right now. He probably feels pretty good about the strength of the king 10 here. Tracy does have him covered, though.
Tracy does have him covered.
Yeah, Scoop's doing a little inventory on his stack. And he does rip it
all in from Scoop.
And, yep, the squirmies. Tracy's got the squirmies.
Squirmies are back out.
That happens to the best of us. You think your hand is good, and then you get jammed on.
And the squirmies kick in.
And we've all been there, Tracy. Doesn't feel good when somebody's putting that kind of pressure on you. You've got him covered, but you would be pretty crippled if you make the call and are wrong.
2.9. 2.9 more.
He's asking, does he have an overpair?
So, yeah, he's looking at 2.9 more into that pot.
Huge pot for whoever wins this one. Makes the call.
Makes the call. So Scoop's going to be at risk, but he's in pretty good spot here, 85-15 on the equity.
85% equity here for
Tracy's
Scoop.
going to need some help without going club, by the way. Let's see a turn. 9 of clubs.
Takes away the queen of clubs. 2 outs and only 2 outs.
Queen
oh
of
my
spades.
God.
Hello.
Are you kidding me?
The queen
of
spades, our first
God bless.
naughty river of the night, goes to Tracy, and that will eliminate Scoop in 5th place.
My goodness.
Woo!
I know it. Now stop.
What a hand. What a run, though, for Scoop. Another final table for Scoop. Finishes in 5th place, $18,225. It took a 2-outer to knock him out. He had alligator blood. They couldn't get rid of him. He was down to 3 blinds.
Yep.
Laddered up all the way from what should have been 9th place all the way up, doubles that, or actually triples that.
Yeah, tripled it.
Up to 18,000. So great job, Scoop, man. That was a tough, tough river. Gross. We were kind of sick for you
But
here.
yeah, as you mentioned, what a nice final table he put on. Tough beat there to finish in 5th spot, but great job.
Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Great run, though.
Big pot there for Mr. Tracy. He's got heaps now over there. We'll see what he's up to. Little S, 18 million. Colby a little over 12 million. Tracy approaching 12 million now.
Yeah.
So that's a bunch.
Still getting his chips kind of organized and stacked right after winning a big one like that, man.
Blinds did go up here, 150,000, 300,000 now. The level. So this hand here between Tracy and Little. Little raised it up under the gun with that ace deuce. Tracy completing from the small blind with that ace 9.
Players holding that same gutter ball. Yeah, great way to look at it. New hand dealt, saying that the top 7 in this tournament make as much or more than our normal Saturday big one tournament. So this even bigger one. It's just
the
a
even bigger one.
awesome opportunity
great tournament
for a bankroll building stack. That is for sure.
Yeah, you think you have to go places or whatever to play in these multi-day bag type tournaments. We've got them right here.
Yep.
Every month.
Every month we've got an opportunity to win over $60,000 off of a single buy-in. If you can get there with one bullet, that is just an awesome return on your investment. Tracy getting hot. Got the Mitchapalooza hand, the Mitch Lloyd.
Fire emoji coming out of that 4-seat.
Pocket 10s, the black tanks. Marshall now our shorty, but still has plenty of chips, 5.2 million. Marshall not opposed to these two bigger stacks tangling. Four-handed, this king queen is looking nice.
Yeah.
So 3-bet from Little S.
Little S able to 3-bet here from the big blind. Wanting to put a little pressure on that button in case it was just a button raise, but it is not, and Tracy has ripped it. So we now have the 4-bet jam from Tracy in the pocket tens.
Yeah, and you've really got to put your opponent on exactly a 8s, 9s, 10s type of hand to want to be comfortable flipping here with the king-queen offsuit.
And it's for heaps.
It is for heaps.
So I would not be comfortable even in that spot, probably.
Yeah, especially with Shorty to your right, Marshall at 5.2 million. Colby getting some TV time there. Good head of hair. RJ and I don't look that good on camera.
Negative. Well, I mean, I do, just not my hair.
Yeah, just not the top of the dome. We're built for hats on that final table.
That's total, right?
Yeah, 8.5 milli to make this call. This would really turn the tides at this final table. Went for the double knockout earlier, didn't work out. Lost a small amount. This is a huge chunk. Little S's chips here. I'm with you, Mitch. About 45 seconds ago, I'm already moving on, but he's thinking this one through.
Thinking it over in the think tank. This is an awful big price here for this particular holdings. I know you want to get that monster pot with a king queen sometime at the final table, but whoo, this is a steep price.
Chips held on to, worth a little something, aren't they?
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Heard the legendary Danny Marks talk about that a few times when he was commentating TCH Live final tables, and yeah, blinds held onto are sometimes more valuable than the blinds that go in the pot.
Really mulling this over. Makes the fold. Yeah, great decision there. I think he really thought that through. King Queen is a strong hand, four-handed, but for that amount of chips, for what was at risk there, I think that was a great decision. So very solid play, and no shame whatsoever in tanking and really thinking that over. Yeah, Scott, he's actually wanting to give us the over-under on hands. So four-handed. We're at hand number 56 now. Who wants to set the over-under? Rebel Poker saying 100 hands. We'll start it there. Are we going over 100 hands today, guys and gals? With just 4 players remaining in our even bigger one. From right here in Dallas, Texas. Little S got the 9-4 here. Makes the call, and now a king 9 suited for Colby. Just checks back.
King 10-5 binks that king on the flop. It's hard to land 9-4. It lands a lot of nothing. Colby hits something, bets something, and he'll take it down.
All right, new hand dealt says under 79. Ambitious.
There we go.
I like it.
He's trying to get me some Taco Bell.
Yeah. Taco Bell will clearly still be open if we only go to 79 hands.
I like that idea.
It's only 9:18 p.m. on a Monday night. Scott's taking the under on 100. The unders are popular. I'm going over.
Sure.
Chops don't count, by the way. We don't say the C word around here very often anyway. Colby's a big Jason Witten fan. He's going to get in there with that 8 deuce.
Yeah, we are four-handed here, so we are seeing the holdings. These dusty holdings are getting to some flops now.
Yeah, that's the problem when you get down to four-hand. A lot of times the cards and flops don't always cooperate, so you get a lot of check-in and maybe single bets and folds. Can make the tournament last a little longer. Yeah, Mike Osborne, Skinny Cole. What's up, Skinny? Tracy going to take that one down with the 4 high. Well done, sir. Marshall just kind of been chilling. He was on that heater early on in our final table. Had a nice run there.
Yeah, really did. Had a nice run there. Those first probably 3 or 4 orbits. And now he's been a little bit grindy over there.
He's okay with that, though, because he's laddered up.
Yes, he has.
5 positions. Now guaranteed 4th place money.
Tracy raises it up from his small blind on Marshall's big blind, and Marshall looking at a 6 and a 3.
Looks like Tracy didn't announce the raise, so it is going to be just a call, and Marshall gets to see a flop
One big chip if you don't.
with the 6-3. Yeah, single chip rule. He just flicked in a single chip, didn't announce raise, even though the amount was more than what a raise would be. Just that single flick.
And we might see some interesting play here as Tracy lands open-ended. Marshall has bottom pair. We didn't. So we go check on the flop. We see a turn, and it's an 8, I believe, which will give Tracy the nuts.
The Nutter Butters.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 6 out there.
And that is a scary board for the 6-3, but he does come along. He's got a pair.
Yeah, he's got a pair. He's going to come along, and now the board pairs. Another 10 on the river. So Marshall either just wanted to see a river or wasn't believing the story on the turn, which makes this river fairly interesting.
Just 2 million out there. Marshall's got 13.5, so yeah, he goes big. Very polarizing.
Yeah, 2 million out there. Marshall's got, what, a little over 4 million remaining?
And even if this seems like a bluff, do you really want to call your tournament life off with just bottom pair here? You even lose to all other 6s over the 9.
Yeah, and I don't know what Marshall's thinking about as far as knowing that Tracy tried to raise pre-flop and had a little chip malfunction. So I don't know if that's playing into his head a little bit.
All those ace-jack, ace-king, ace-queen holdings that didn't hit are now trying to bluff and take down what could be my pot. It's understandable. I just think I might wait for a better spot. But he is going to think this through.
Yeah, I thought that he wasn't believing the story on the turn, and sure enough, river pairs the board, so you're still not going to believe the story. It's going to be awful tough if you set yourself up for that. And Marshall does make the call and is eliminated here.
Went with his gut.
In 4th place.
And you got to admire that, and you got to admire the run that Marshall made.
That is a sweet run. Nice job, Marshall.
Great job. You didn't get here by folding and making bad plays. You got here by playing good and running good, Marshall, and what a great run. 4th place. $24,625.
Nice payday.
Going Marshall's way. 4th place out of 1,649 entries. So great job, brother. And I know we will see you around on these tournaments and hopefully another final table. We're down to 3. Next man out going home with just shy of $34,000. Big pay jumps coming.
3 players remain. Guaranteed $33,000. Let's go.
Yeah, a lot of bluffs missed, a lot of overcards missed. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, Earl. All right, 3-handed. Hand number 59. Everybody's got chips now. 12 million, 17 million, 13 million. Rebel Poker changing his pick. This is like the NCAA tournament bracket. Once that first game has been played, your bracket is in, buddy.
And we knew, you know, these three, well, two of these three have had pretty significant stack all night. So if those two would get down to three-handed, the stacks are going to level out a bit. So yeah, we're looking at what, 12 million now the short stacks. That's a bunch.
That is a bunch of chippies.
He thought you missed.
All right, Little finds pocket nines there, able to raise it up from small blind.
Flipped him over. I flipped him.
Oh, okay.
Takes it down. So yeah, these stacks have definitely leveled out a bit here. Colby's at 12.3 million. He's in the one seat there. He'll be our short stack here. Little S now in second place for the first time at this final table. He's got 17 million, and our new chip leader there in the fourth seat, Mr. Tracy.
Yep, almost 2 hours in to this final table stream. We have not taken breaks yet. Blinds will go up in 22 minutes. Yeah, 40 big blinds effective. Scott letting us know, yeah, this is going to take a minute.
Yep.
Unless we just get the right combo of cards and flops. We always mess with our dealers, you know, when they start getting a bunch of knockouts. We're like, man, they must have a hot date. So
right.
We'll see if Brittany's got a hot date planned, because she may want to get out of here before 10 p.m. It is.
I thought about lining up a hot date, but I better not. These stacks, we could be here a minute.
Sixes now for Colby. King 9 definitely worthy of defending here. And flops top pair. Pretty good flop for pocket sixes.
Hello, 9.
Starting to get a little scary for the sixes, though. And little S gonna check now that an overcard and another spade has come on board. Colby does have the only spade. Little S not a believer, though, just yet. And safe card for the King 9. And it goes to showdown. 2 million going little S's way. Yeah, I indeed have a hot date with sleep and my four-legged girlfriend, Miss Hazel Pants.
What is sleep?
What is sleep? Albert Einstein says 10 hours of sleep is what you should be getting.
Whew. Seems like a lot.
Last time I slept 10 hours, I woke up and didn't know where I was. And I think I'd missed some things that I was supposed to have gotten done.
Yeah, my poor work hours have been crazy lately. My body doesn't know if the sun's up or down or we're asleep or awake.
Tracy's got the button and a lot of chips, so he's going to start putting in some money. I like it. Don't have to have a premium. He's going to go with a 6-5 suited.
Hits a 5. Queen 4-5, the flop.
Yeah, 3 to a straight flush. Pair of 5s. He's just kind of laid back, hand in pocket, feeling good.
Having a good time over there.
And betting his pair takes it down.
Yeah, hit something, say something, get a pot.
I can't remember if I was on the table at all with Mr. Tracy yesterday. If I was, it might have been just for a short minute. A heck of a run getting this far for all three of these gentlemen. Look forward to this tournament again next month. Every time we do this once a month, we smash that prize pool, and somebody gets to go home with $60,000 plus off a $300 buy, and you can't beat that.
So Little here with king high on the button, able to put a little pressure in there, makes it 700,000. Colby in the small blind with this ace 6. And he will indeed 3-bet with that ace. Nice job there. He's able to take it down.
Did that earlier, facing a raise from Justin. Raised him up with the ace 6. Don't want to see a lot of flops with that hand.
Yeah.
And took that pot down as well.
Yeah, a lot of times it's so easy to throw that ace 6 just straight in the muck, but if you think about it, you might find some spots there where you can 3-bet and make some hay.
Make some hay. Hand 65. Still got a way to go to get that 100 number, over under. Yeah, Scott, poker can be a grind. I'll tell you what, I'm exhausted after playing all day yesterday.
All right, Colby raised it up, 8-9 of diamonds.
Those are weird looking diamonds.
We get a call from the big blind. Little S has 7-6. We get this big old flop. Colby laying bottom pair. Little S now going with the check raise on this flop. So these two having a fun time filling each other out, putting in some check raises now and the 3-bets, and Colby's still not going anywhere.
Not an easy call. He does not believe his opponent, and he's probably not going to believe him now. Now that another ace comes out, Little S is going to just shut it down, it looks like.
Checks here on the turn at least. We'll see if it's a full throttle down. 3 of spades on the river. That completes.
Yeah, that could be a little scary.
A flush draw.
Might be one Little S wants to represent.
Yeah, neither player here holding a spade, but Little S reaching for chips. That's 1 million here. Let's look. Yeah, so I bet might be a little bigger than 1 million, but couldn't quite see it.
Pulling the glasses down, looking at his opponent. I like it. I feel like he put like 4 million out there.
Yeah, and it looked like Colby cut out the call there, and I can't quite see what's in his hand. But he does make the call. What an impressive call here from Colby. 8-9 of diamonds. 8 is good.
Yeah, it was a 4 million, I believe, bet there, because that total pot was 72 or 7.2 million. Wow. And great job by both players, recognizing there that that was something that he was going to represent was a flush. He's trying to get his opponent off of exactly what he had, an 8, a weak hand, and just couldn't get him off of it. Great call there by Colby. And we are now getting closer to even.
Yeah, great call. And Colby's been very comfortable over there, you know, propping the glasses down, checking some things out.
Wow.
Earlier he made a couple of fun comments that not only has he played exceptional, but he's been comfortable over there. So it's good to see that paying off for him over there in the 1 seat.
You love to see the attempt at the bluff, and you love to see somebody making, you know, what really is kind of a hero call there, and great call.
Yeah, both those two playing a really nice final table, so it's kind of fun to see those two play well, and now being three-handed, get after each other a bit.
Colby spiking this queen on the turn. He's now starting to get a little confidence and some run good. Going to get the ace high to fold. Another pot going Colby's way. We haven't mentioned it at all during this stream, and we need to. Miss Rebecca Thompson, the birthday girl.
Happy birthday,
Just
Miss
had a big old
Rebecca.
birthday, and she hosts a 5-card high-low or big O game every Sunday and Tuesday. So tomorrow at 1 p.m., she'll be hosting her game. If you are interested in playing some of the 5-card variety, high-low, big O, with 2 bomb pots, there is the number to text. On-time players get their first hour for free. Always has a fun table going on. If you're interested in that, she's a great ambassador for our club. Helped us out in the booth a couple times. Great poker player herself. Shout out to Miss Rebecca Thompson.
Yep, a lot of fun in Becca's game, and I understand she is a year younger now.
She is. What else we got going on Tuesday night, RJ?
Tuesday night, let's play some cash games. Hit up Mallory, or you can scan that QR code right there. Malpal, the one that sets up the lineups for our Tuesday night cash game stream. That's how you do it.
Tomorrow night, a little after 6 p.m., we'll have our cash stream.
12 minutes.
We'll be here. I'll be here. You be?
Yeah, I will be here.
I think I'm coming in late.
Yep, we'll have it. Aaron McAvoy and myself, and then, of course, my partner in crime right next to me, Mr. R.J. Dupree.
So we have made it to a dealer change
That's
here.
right. Brittany didn't cut off her hair. That's Mr. Glenn coming in to finish up what Miss Brittany started. Great job, as always, Brittany.
150, 300 blinds. Good luck, guys.
Glenn is the man.
Mr. Glenn coming in.
G-Money.
See if he can take us to the end zone, and this, the final table of the even bigger one.
Oh, got some of our boys in the chat, the On Tilt boys.
On Tilt boys, what up, fellas?
Nick and, of course, Big E, Mr. Eric.
Sounds like
made a deep run himself. Just came up a little short.
Sounds like Nick might be on the keys tonight.
I think that may be the E-Man, because he made it to...
He made it further?
Yeah, 14-ish. I'm going to look it up right now.
All right, a fun little hand cooking up here in hand 68 as little S. In the big blind here with pocket eights was able to 3-bet the small blind open. So Tracy here opened with the 10-8 of spades.
Yeah, 14 for Big E.
Little S 3-bets to 2.5. Tracy calls. We're going to see a flop. Ace 5-9. Only one spade. Big old ace. 2 overs here for Little, but we'll see what he wants to do after 3-betting this pre-flop.
That's 1.1.
Little will continue here, sizing 1.1 million, and he's able to take it down. Yeah, I thought you had told me earlier that Nick had finished in that spot.
No, it was
okay.
Eric.
Okay, so
On Tilt Eric
there
finished
you go.
14th place.
Nice job, Eric.
Just a few spots away.
Don't tell Nick, but I should have known you were. It was Eric.
I think Nick was playing in the other tournament. The what was it called? The other one.
The other one,
the
yes, the
$50,000. Yeah.
$500 one-day event. That was yesterday. Yep.
Yeah. Might change the start time on that one next month if they decide to do that again. They did miss the guarantee by just a skosh. Just a skosh. But we did guarantee, as we always do, the prize pools.
That's an outstanding one-day tournament, though.
We had 99 entries, $500 a pop, guaranteed $50,000, so they stuck to that. I think it was over $14,000 for first place in that one.
That is a skosh.
Yeah, absolutely. Sassy's off to bed. Good night, my friends, she says.
Yep, we brought up the B word, and she's out of here. She's hitting the hay.
Check. Check.
Another ace. Colby the only one who connects with a
Now
pair.
he connects again. He's got 2 pairs now.
2-piece, no biscuit.
That's 500.
About to get a biscuit, though. As little S is betting into him. And another ace. Never fun when your 2 pair get counterfeited.
counterfeit city, but still
3-pair, often not good. He
still
happens to
on
be
the
good.
side of it, yeah.
Yeah, he happens to still be good here, but he's not going to love another bet. So now he's got to put little S on a 10 and only a 10. If he doesn't want to put him on an ace here. Is he going to make another tough call here? Got the calling chips ready.
Yeah, little S again firing on this river.
Taking off the glasses.
That's 1.2 million.
Looking at his opponent, sizing up what's in the pot.
Yeah, Devin's saying the stack sizes might be off, and I agree with him on that last hero call. Might have thrown something off. There you go, another one here. Another great call for Colby. He makes the call with the 3-pair that are good. So Colby putting the heat on some of these river calls here. A little less coming after him, and that's got to be interesting to see how that goes for little S. I don't know what hand that was.
Adrian, that would be awesome to sponsor a charity event, Cupcake and Cheesecake Bounty Tourney, in honor of our buddy Mark. And you tell him, Jedi, says, y'all don't forget to smash the like button. Hit subscribe.
Raise to 700. Nah, just one. One good and 2 raids. Call 7.
Uh-oh.
Calls 3 players to a flop.
King Jack 4 here, the flop, 2 hearts. Colby gonna land the best of it with that Jack 10. Jedi Master in the chat, reminding everyone to hit that like button. Thank you, Jedi. What's up, buddy? So little S again, trying to apply some pressure here. Colby connected with middle pair, but checked. Tracy bet his 7s. And we go call here, so everyone's still in the hand.
Yep.
Graphics.
Pardon me.
Struggling to
Pardon
catch
me.
up.
Yeah, we're a little
There we
ahead.
go.
It looks like, okay, we did see a turn. So yeah, all 3
Deuce of
players still
clubs.
in it. Deuce of clubs here. So Colby check called the flop, and he still thinks he's good, so he's going to lead out here. Well, he's starting to gain momentum over there. A lot of it.
Tracy wondering, are my 7s good? Do these guys really have a king or jack, or are they on some sort of a draw?
Yeah, Tracy now a bit of a squirm again with his pocket 7s. He's going to throw them in the muck here, stuck in between these guys.
Calls 1.6. Heads up to the river.
All right, heads up to the river. It's the 8 of hearts. Doesn't change anything, but it does complete a heart draw. Colby's been doing a mighty fine job of knowing exactly where he is. He will check this river. Both players check. We'll go to showdown. Colby's going to take it down with Jack 10. 8.9 million in that pot. He's going to take down 5.5 million in profit. And now Colby, commanding chip leader, over 23.6 million now.
Yeah, we are on a 25-minute delay, so we're trying to get those chip stacks corrected, but even if we get them corrected this minute, it will take a good minute before they actually show up. So bear with us. Maybe something that gets adjusted.
Yeah,
but we've made the production team aware of it.
And I think Colby has a smidge more chips than what it shows, so he's
got piles.
We know
that.
He may have a bigger chip lead than what we think here, but it's pretty close. It's not too far off, but
Fold. Call 7. Heads up. Check. Check. Check.
Luke, I did just get word that that was exactly correct. So we're about 3 million off between those two players there, Tracy and Little S. So good catch. Thankfully, our guys caught that too, and it's just going to take a minute for that to get updated. So Tracy looking like he's probably closer to 15 million. Little S around 9 million right now.
And we do know that Colby has heaps now over there in the one seat. He is definitely in a commanding chip lead. Played his well into a mighty fine spot here. Three-handed. Little S going to raise it up in the small blind, 7-5 of hearts. Colby, a pretty decent hand again there in the big blind. We might see some more small blind on big blind violence here.
Couple of hearts.
Hello, 10-8-3, 2 hearts.
Big old flop here for these two
10
players.
high for Colby and a flush draw for Little S.
Probably about 8 million effective. Woo. As Little S has more than it shows there. He's going to bet 1 million with his flush draw. Quick call from Colby with top pair.
Four of clubs here.
Adds a straight draw.
Yeah, it gives Little S a gut shot here. 6 will straighten him up. Colby's still with the best of it. Always fun out of position. Barreling a bit. You pick up equity on that turn. It's a penalty if you don't keep trying, right?
Yeah, bets 2.5 million. Which is just going to leave him with about 4.5 or so behind.
Glasses down peak.
Not 1.6 like it shows. And he is going to get ripped
there you
on.
Go. Colby's ripping it with that top pair.
Does make the call. Little S is at risk here.
Little S going to need a 6 or a heart here. And it's a 9.
Wow.
No help for Little S. And Colby will eliminate Little S now. What a run here.
What a run for Little S. Tons of friends in the chat, family members rooting you on.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Put a great showing on
great
this
run
final
for
table.
Little S. It played outstanding throughout the tournament, I'm sure, but played outstanding here at this final table. But
absolutely.
Man, Colby just got the heater behind him. But a big third place finish here for Little
Big
S.
third place finish for Jeremy, a.k.a. Little S. $33,950, finishing third out of 1,649 entries. So heck of a run. I know your family and friends are all proud of you, and you are happy with that nice prize.
Yeah.
I know you wanted the big win in the trophy, but man, these are hard to win. You made it farther than a whole ton of people, and you're going home with just shy of $34,000. So great run, brother, and I'm hoping we will see you again.
There you go. So now we're going to be heads up.
Players may going to talk a little bit about if they want to do anything or take a quick restroom break. So we will take this time real
Looks
quick.
Like it might be a break time here momentarily.
Quick break here before the players get back. We wanted to, remind anybody that missed the start of the show. Really wanted to share our condolences and just hugs, heartfelt love, support, prayers, all that jazz for Mark T. We love you, Mark, and we lost him yesterday. Great man, great ambassador for TCH, heck of a poker player and somebody who's just been a part of our room since the day we opened our doors. So
yeah, and everyone.
Mark Toulouse, thank you so much for being a part. Your family, we really hate that we're not going to see you anymore, and it was tough for everybody yesterday, and we just wanted to send more love to him and give everybody a chance to, send their prayers and thoughts to his family, because
definitely a big
they're
part.
going to need it.
Big part of the TCH Live family and TCH family in general, right? I mean, everybody in the chat, including us, we all know and feel like we just saw him, right? So,
1.5
man,
down.
tough loss there.
Absolutely. Well, let's see what else we got going on.
I've done them like twice.
Sundays.
I don't mind them either.
Sunday mix. 5,000 guaranteed on Sundays at 12 p.m. 250 buy-in, 30K starting stack. So this is something a little new. Mixed games.
Mixed game tournament coming at you.
Mixed game tournament coming
Sundays
in. So
at noon.
If you're interested in playing mixed game tourneys, there you go. Something to check out for sure. What else we got going on, RJ? We got the Hijack Poker app.
Hijack Poker.
If you haven't already joined, this is for people in the state of Texas only. TCH has their own poker app, and you can jump on there and play all kinds of different games for real money. Scan that QR code. You can get the TCHL $20 referral code. There's free roll tournaments. They've got regular tournaments, some higher stakes, lower stakes, 6-handed games, full table 9-handed games, PLO, high-low.
I've been enjoying splashing around on there.
Absolutely, as have I. It's been a lot of fun so far playing on there. If you're looking for some TCH gear,
who needs a hoodie?
20% off your order through 3/11/25. Trailblazer is the code. Scan that QR code there. A lot of cool merch they're putting out. And then a reminder that the Trailblazer Tour has already kicked off in Houston, and it's going through March the 10th. I heard a few players and folks in the chat talking about they were going to go down to Houston.
Yeah.
Of course, we have a lot of folks that watch the stream that are already down in Houston, Austin, and some other areas.
Saw some folks checking in this last weekend.
Yeah. 500,000 guaranteed main event. I believe the buy-in is 800 for that sucker. They may be doing some satellites during the week. Check out the schedule. There were 10 action-packed events. They just finished off their $100,000 multi-day, no-limit tournament. That's going to be a great event. And then a reminder of what we're playing for now. We've got 2 players remaining. And they are playing for that 65K up top. 46,980 for second place. So big pay jump there. $19,000 almost between second and first. These are our top 2 players. They're going to be battling it out here shortly out of 1,649 entries that we had in this multi-day event that we do every single month here at TCH Dallas. So lots of opportunities to really smash a big tournament score. As you can see, I mean, really 7th place all the way up, finished with a prize of 10K plus, which is typically right around what our normal Saturday tournaments are, somewhere between 10 and 15,000 for first place. 7th place all the way up got more than 10K in this one, including, those really top 4. I mean, 24, 33, 46, and $65,000. So huge opportunities to win big every month we do here at TCH Dallas. So if you've enjoyed this final table, know that it could be your booty in one of these seats.
Your booty. Just think about this, a $300 buy-in. We're down to our final 2, heads-up action. There's still $111,000 in the prize pool.
$111,000.
That's crazy. Looks like we've got about 43 seconds left on this break.
Players coming back. We are about to
Yeah,
find
you
out.
You never know what these breaks do.
If they're talking the nasty C word that we don't like talking about when we're doing these final tables.
They get out there and run around, and you never know.
But we've got Colby and Tracy are going to be battling it out here for a difference of almost $19,000.
Sid S, good question.
Sid S, it is the Hijack Poker app. If you're in the state of Texas, you can download that app. You can play on your laptop as well.
Yeah,
and it is 100% obviously legal. You do have to go to one of the TCH locations to make your deposit, and you can cash out at any of the 6 locations as well. Easy peasy to do, but you can play from the courtesy of your own home or when your boss isn't looking at work. Although I don't recommend that. That wasn't my recommendation. Just saying.
Oh,
I see. Play on your lunch break, you know.
I see what you're doing.
Whenever you got that itch, you know. Sometimes your arm just itches, and you gotta just fire out a couple of bullets, you know.
I heard you sneak that in.
Yeah. Don't lose your job over
last weekend. I was running around in Tulsa, and I didn't get to play my hijacks.
Yeah.
So I kind of missed it.
I haven't deposited any money since I dusted off that nice little stack I had run up.
Yeah, I dusted off most of it, and then I got back on the grind, and now we're trying to climb back up. So yeah.
I'm only about $100 in the hole on that app, but I was up about 400. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I'm in a similar.
I came up here and I was about to fire in a tournament, and I told a guy in the cage, I'm not going to name names, but I said, I'm ready to take this money out of this app. And he said, no, he said, you keep it in there and you run that up. And I listened to him, and lit that money on fire. That happens.
Oh yeah.
The guys are talking about shaving their heads right now, so maybe we'll get them off the screen and put our 2 ugly mugs on here.
Hello, crew.
What else is going on?
What's up, TCH Live?
Everybody said some really nice things about Mark Toulouse in the chat. Thank y'all so much for chiming in with some of your stories and sharing some of your love for Mark. Again, I can't think about Saturday poker tournaments here at TCH Dallas without thinking of him as part of the crowd.
He's here.
You know, if you told me to name 10 players that you know are going to be here every Saturday, Mark is 100% one of those. So it's going to be very strange not having Mark around, and it was just a tough day for all of us yesterday, experiencing a loss like that with somebody who's basically become family. Our doors have been open, for 5 years or whatever it is now, and we've got all these different locations, and he plays at all of them. I even had a sweet message from one of the ladies that works for WPT today, and
he did great work for the WPT. So this is, even though Dallas is his home, that Mark is known by a lot of people out there in the poker community.
Yeah, so many people knew him.
Small on the button.
Yeah, I mean, it was Lynn Martin. Sent a really nice message today because she knew what a great man he was. So
yeah, I'm sure they worked together at times. Yeah, the entire poker world is touched, and who knows how many this man has touched throughout his life. Being an educator and a college professor for a long time.
Wrote books and was just an awesome human being. So we'll be missed, and can't say how much he meant to us here at TCH, and there's a lot of people that we feel the same about. So hug your friends, hug your family. You never know when it's the last time you're going to see them. Mark, you will be missed, brother.
8%.
So our players have made it back to the table. They're sitting down here. Colby with the commanding chip lead. He's got over 30 million. Tracy has 18.5 million.
Somebody did it too.
You get lucky a couple times every tournament.
And it looks like we have paused the clock to chit chat. How rude.
I didn't even see what he told me with.
He's played really well. I played with him a lot yesterday.
But the only reason I shoved like I did is hoping he had a 10. He had a 10.
So I can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, it looks like Glenn is getting those cards ready to shuffle up and deal.
There we go, shuffle up and deal.
And let's hope we're going to get a heads-up battle here.
Our clock is not moving there, so that's still making me a little nervous.
I had the board not like that, especially top there.
When we get down to it, once again, this is what we're playing for. 46,980 for the next man eliminated, and $65,000 for first place, plus a trophy.
That is what happens when you outlast 1,646 entries.
Only one trophy.
And a $300 tournament.
There it goes.
None of that. Everybody gets a trophy nonsense now. One of these gents is going home with a trophy to put on their mantle.
All right, so we are back to action. Colby's going to raise it up from the button with a king 3. All right, Colby takes it down.
King high, often good.
And we're underway. Heads up.
What did I say? 49+ million chips were in play. Colby has 31 of them right now.
There we go.
31 million.
Total chips in play just under 50 million, somewhere between 49 and 50. I think it was like a 49.8 if I remember correctly, but
2.5 hours in, and we're down to just 2 gentlemen.
All right, Tracy gonna limp here from the button with queen 3. Colby in the big blind here, queen 10 off.
Definitely good enough hand to raise.
Absolutely, bumps it up a bit.
And queen 3, probably good enough most often to defend here.
Queen 3 sticking around from the button, does not want to see a queen. Ace, 9, 7, 2 clubs.
Somebody's telling Glenn he looks like an air traffic controller with his headset on.
That's 800.
Going out tonight?
Oh, it's Lou. You can tell the voice. It's our boy Lou.
Wow.
Nice hand there for Colby.
Yeah, Colby able to continue on this flop, takes it down. Lou's ready to party, it sounds like.
I know. It's too bad we're on a delay, because I tell you to go run out there and slap Lou. Say, quit distracting our dealer, Lou.
That's right.
11, maybe midnight.
Somebody go kick Lou in the shins. Tell him to quit messing with our dealer. Good question, Hunter. Contact any of the general managers here at TCH. Depends on which location you're thinking about doing something at. You know, we've had quite a few charity tournaments here. You know, we've had a couple employees that have passed away that we've done tournaments for, and we've had just regular old charity events. Randy 3Coin just hosted a great event a couple Saturdays ago. Sundays ago, actually.
Colby again with queen 10, this time on the button, so he'll raise it up to 700,000. Tracy, ace 3 of diamonds.
Raise.
And he will re-raise. So a 3-bet here coming in from Tracy with the ace 3 suited. 2.3 million.
Not too huge, considering the amount of chips Colby has.
Calls.
Colby makes the call here, wants to see a flop. Ace, deuce, 4, it's all spades.
No spade. Flopping a flush is tough, so Tracy shouldn't be too worried about that all spade board. Did connect with his ace.
5 million in the pot here. Tracy deciding what to do. He's the 3-better pre-flop.
That's 1.5.
Nice little small continuation bet there. 1.5 million.
7,450.
There you go. Colby thinks about it, does a little how much you got work.
Yeah, oftentimes in heads up in these final tables too, players will want to get a check on how many chips the player has. You're not always obligated to break down your entire stack and tell that player. Oftentimes you can just, kind of tell by looking with your eye there. We know Colby knows he's got a lot more chips than Tracy there, but Tracy was a gentleman there and broke him down a little bit, told him how much he had.
And Colby might have been looking for a little bit of physical tells there too. Sometimes heads up, short-handed. You start asking people for stacks, you can really get some messages.
Did they get nervous? Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, small blind.
Shanlin Doyle Brunson here. Got the button. I like it. If you're going to play a hand, why not raise with it?
10 deuce, bump it up. Opens up from the button. Colby in the big blind with 10-6. We'll see a flop.
Delilah
10,
saying, let's
3,
go, Tracy.
4, 2 hearts. This is a mess. So we've got the battle of 10 deuce versus 10-6, and we get this flop. Hello.
Tracy with the way worse kicker, somehow with 52% equity here, as he does have the hearts.
600.
So Colby checks the flop here to the button. Tracy bets 600,000.
We could have a big collision right here. Both players with top pair.
Colby does check raise here with the 10-6, landing top pair.
We got a bet, a click, and we might have a click back here. That looks like a man that's ready to battle.
Yeah, you raise with 10 deuce on the button and get that flop. It's hard to not get after it here. We'll see what he wants to do.
I mean, he knows he's behind any other 10, but he is live with those hearts more often than not. Lila's saying that's her favorite uncle. He is going to go all in.
Tracy rips it.
Here we go.
He's got 18 million in that stack, so it's going to be a little bit of a decision here for Colby.
And now we're finally going to get the chip count correct that we thought we were off a little bit earlier.
11, 12, 13.
All right, Delilah's uncle, Uncle Tracy, is all in.
13,150,000.
Ready to go home? You got it, you got it.
These two have been cool characters tonight. They're still just chilling. $111,000.
Colby asked him, are you ready to go home? And he says, if you've got it, you've got it.
There we go. Colby's going to make the call. We're doing it. Yep. Tracy going to need a deuce or a heart.
Heads up battle. Tracy at risk here. Needs a deuce. There's a deuce.
Oh, and a 6. Holy cow.
My
and
God.
that will do it. What a finish.
Wow, what a finish.
The old suck and resuck, and just like that, Tracy is eliminated.
Wow, I said he needs a deuce. He gets a deuce, but then the 6 from heaven, I guess, falls, and Colby is going to take this sucker down.
That's a winner, folks.
Great job, though, by Tracy, finishing second place at a 16.49 and taking home just shy of $47,000.
What a lick. Great job, buddy.
What a lick indeed. And our winner, first place, gets the trophy for the even bigger one. $65,080 is going to be
Colby.
This man right here, seat 1, Colby.
Great job, Colby. That was an exceptional run through the final table, and of course a wild, fun hand there to end it, and good for him, man. That is awesome. 65 grand.
He says,
sweet run.
He says, are you ready to go home? And he says, Tracy says, if you got it, you got it. He snap calls, binks the deuce on the turn, but Colby gets the resuck.
Two cool characters right there having a ball, chopping up.
That is how our tournament ends here. TCH Dallas. That's how you win $65,000 in a multi-day tournament. Just watch what Colby did today. Great playing, made some excellent calls, some hero calls.
Yep.
And man, what a day! He's going to get his picture taken.
Nice
and
3 bets pre-flop. I mean, he put on a show. Good
yeah,
job.
get a nice trophy. There's the trophy. Beautiful trophy with the TCH logo. So cool. $65,000 going his way. Of course, he also gets the little coin, the TCH 2025 tournament winner coin.
Oh.
So trophy, a coin, and $65,000. Anything else?
Congrats, buddy.
Do we have a car for him? I mean,
Nice
what else do we have?
We have more tournaments next week for you to come crush.
We absolutely do.
And throughout the week.
Great job there again, Colby. And thank everybody who participated in the chat, gave their stories about Mark Toulouse, and just a somber moment to start the day today. We were able to commentate together, RJ, a tournament.
Absolutely, he's been in
Mark,
this booth probably a couple
Mark would have
times.
wanted us to do this, and he probably would have told us he didn't need us to say anything about him, but that's not how we roll.
Right.
We definitely were going to shout out our buddy Mark, and again, love for everybody who was heartbroken yesterday, and those who are just hearing the news again about our friend and favorite guy, Mark. Man, what a good dude. That's tearing at my heart right now. So love you guys, and thank y'all for being a part of TCH family, for making myself and RJ and everybody else that's involved feel like family, and coming back to do these live streams all the time. We have a blast, and hope you guys had a great Monday night and enjoyed watching this even bigger one, as Colby there got to take down $65,000 in a first place trophy. So until next time, I'm Eric Van Loosen. This is RJ Dupree. We will see y'all later.
Good night, TCH.
Peace.